I am one with my mighty I Am presence. My holy Christ self. My personalities. My body elemental. And my new spirit. Every part of my being is in balance, harmony, and alignment. I pull in my aura, and I am fully contained within the cosmic egg. I am now open and ready to receive the love and the light of beloved Lord Metatron. Hello, everyone. It is wonderful to be back with you again after a rather long pause. But it is all good in all worlds. And whenever you can make the time to come and view these videos and to receive my energy, it is a good time. Christmas has been busy in her garden and has not had the time to be able to do these videos for some while. But she is once again available and ready to do this work. And I am grateful for that. And I am grateful that you are here to receive these messages. I would first of all like to thank and greet those of you who have subscribed to Christmas's channel on YouTube, so that you are notified each time a video comes out. I welcome you especially for wanting to be regularly informed whenever a new video comes out. Each video contains much information and opens the door for you to receive much energy each time you view it, even if you view the same video several times. These are multidimensional communications, and much more is being shared besides just the words that you are listening to. So when you view these videos, please make sure that you are in an open and receptive state. And if you do the same alignment that Christmas does before she begins the video, or a similar one, you will obtain more from watching these videos. So I ask that you do this whenever possible before you actually sit down and watch the videos. And then remain in that open and receptive state. If thoughts come, and they will, simply allow them to go by. One thing you can say to your lower mind is, we don't need to think about that now. Another thing you can say to your lower mind is, thank you for sharing. And then just allow the thought to drift away and refocus your attention on listening to the video and perhaps seeing the light or the energy field that surrounds Christmas, as my presence is within her as she does these videos. You can focus on many different things besides your thoughts. You can focus on your breath. You can focus on your awareness. But the idea is above all not to focus on the thoughts that are coming from your lower mind and which are a simple distraction to the activity taking place as you open yourselves to receive the light and the love and the messages that come through these videos. For indeed, there is much love in the vibration that you are receiving. Whenever I choose to communicate with you, whether you are watching these videos or whether you have simply asked for my presence to be with you, remember that each time you ask, I am instantly there, whether you feel it or not. And I am instantly pouring love and light and DNA into your energy field. Your saying my name or think of me is like a magnet that instantaneously attracts my attention and my energy into you. You can become more aware of how it feels to have my presence within you if you can learn to focus on it. And it will bring you much joy and much love when you are finally able to do so. Christmas has begun a new technique during our daily meditations in order to remain focused on my essence within her. She has always loved to sunbathe. She has found it very relaxing to lie on the beach or in a lounge chair and soak up the rays of the sun. She has found that it has put her lower mind to rest. It does not chatter on quite as much. And so she has decided to apply this technique to when we do our daily sharings. So instead of simply focusing on the light coming into her and the energy, she imagines that she is sunbathing with me, that I am the sun presence from which she is receiving the most wonderful feeling of warmth and light and energy and goodness into her being. This puts her in a psychological state of receptivity that is a most powerful state to be in order to absorb my essence. When you are happy and relaxed, you can actually receive at least 10 times more energy and light into your being. For the amount of light and love that you receive is directly proportional to your emotional and mental state. When you are agitated and your thoughts are scattered and you are worried or anxious about things going on in your life, you are only receiving a very small proportion of the love and the light that is actually available to you. So become aware of your inner state before you begin to listen to the video or before you begin your meditation. See how you feel within, and then focus on your breath or on something else in order to take your mind off your lower thoughts. Then prepare yourself by doing your alignment, by pulling in your aura, and by imagining yourself within the cosmic egg of protection, which is made of my essence, and which you can imagine as an iridescent white eggshell that totally encompasses your aura, and which does not allow in any negative energy of any kind. However, if you are generating negative thoughts from within, then it does not work to prevent you from feeling those negative thoughts. The egg maintains whatever vibrational field you are currently holding within you, intact and unaffected by any negative energies outside of yourself. You are fully responsible for maintaining the energy within in as positive an energy level as you possibly can. So once you have done your alignment, you've pulled in your aura and you have contained it within the cosmic egg, then connect with my light and my love. You may imagine me as a sun presence, and imagine yourself lying on the beach and absorbing the rays of my light, absorbing the rays of my essence, in a totally relaxed, happy, and wonderful state. In this fashion, you will maximize the amount of energy that you receive every time you come to listen to these videos, or to do a meditation with me, or with any of the magnificent light beings who are working with the earth and with all of her inhabitants at this time in order to facilitate the earth's and your own ascension. Every single being on this earth is experiencing the ascension in some way or another, whether they are conscious of it or not. You are either working with it or against it, because the earth herself is ascending. The frequencies in which she exists and which she emanates are rising daily. The solar flares from the sun are bringing light of great intensity and of changing frequency also to the earth and all life forms evolving upon her. So, daily, you are either absorbing and ingesting these energies to facilitate your own ascension, or you are ignoring them, or worse, fighting them, fleeing from them, frightened from them. This is not helpful for any of you. In many ways, this ascension is much easier for the animals, because they do not have the doubts and the uncertainties, the questions, the fears that humanity does at everything that is taking place at this time. They simply feel and perceive this new light. They feel the effects of this new light within them. And it actually feels wonderful. They feel more energetic. They are dealing with this in a most harmonious fashion. Humans, however, put up their own obstacles and create their own limits and all of their own problems. So I ask you, my most beloved children, to make this process easy on yourself, to be fully aware that God is everywhere and in everything and in every event, that you have nothing to fear, and that if you can see and perceive God's presence everywhere and in everything, you will look more closely to see what is the lesson, what you have to learn and accept in every event in which you find yourself a participant. I have talked to you before about not judging anything. If you can truly do this, you will find yourself in a state of immense joy. Because judgment is a barrier to joy. Judgment of yourself or another or of events occurring in the world are all obstacles to you experiencing the joy that should be yours each and every moment. I know this is hard for most of you, for you have spent your entire lives learning how to judge, believing that it was necessary in order for you to be safe, to be well, and to be happy. You might not even believe me when I tell you that judging is a barrier to happiness. You might have all kinds of reasons and explanations to prove that this is wrong. And yet I ask you to try and prove that it is right. Prove it in your own life. Even if you decide to spend just one day without any judgment whatsoever. Try just one day and see how you feel at the end of the day. Compare it with how you feel at the end of most days. Compare it with how you feel the next day when you go back to your old habits. And be very honest with yourself. It is very easy for most people to make up stories to themselves, to justify the truths that they want to believe in very badly. If you wish to ascend, you must become very honest with yourself. and not tell yourself any more stories. And begin to accept the universal laws that condition this existence. These laws are true for everyone, and there are not that many of them. But you must obey these laws in order to obtain true happiness and eternal joy and eternal life. So please begin to become aware of these now. Be honest with yourself and test these truths as I say them. Test the fact that judgment is a barrier to joy. And have the experience of becoming non-judgmental so that you can have the experience of greater joy. Apply all the techniques that I give you in these videos. They are very simple. Any child can do them and can obtain great results instantly. It is your own beliefs and doubts that stand in the way of you obtaining instant results. So please begin to do this. My dearly beloved children, I only wish to help and to serve you, and to make this transition as easy and as gracious as possible. It is happening whether you want it to or not, whether you like it or not. So you might as well accept it and learn to work with it. You need not swim upstream. You can swim with the flow and enjoy every stroke along the way. Thank you for listening to these videos. I look forward to our next meeting, and I bless you, and I hold you in the heart of love, always.